Hello and welcome to India Today. I am Sanjay Ponnappa.
And this is Maruti Acharya. And we just completed watching the trailer of the latest Malayalam pan-India film, Lokah,
Lokah.
Chapter 1, Chandra. I have been, not just me, I think a lot of people have huge expectations on this film. It's going pan-India. The teaser was phenomenal. Another superhero story, especially in Indian cinema, right? It's when a superhero movie is being made, whether it's Bollywood, Tollywood, or any now with Malayalam cinema. The best thing is Mollywood. The interesting part is how there is an underdog story of making of these films also.
Yeah.
It's a rarity. The genre in Indian cinema is really rare and it takes a lot for somebody to mount those kind of films. So I really root for these kind of attempts, and Minnal Murli is one such attempt which I really like. Now with this movie stars Kalyani Priyadarshan, Naslen, and the movie is directed by Dominic Arun, produced under Dulquer Salman's Dulquer Salman is just killing it. Under his banner, Wayfarer Films. Wayfarer Films. Yes, we completed watching the trailer. The trailer reaction is on our other channel, which is India Today So South. Lot of reactions on that channel and also reviews. Don't miss to check them out as well. Now getting into the details.
I'm excited for the action first of all.
Yeah, brilliantly pulled off.
That we only saw one little glimpse in the teaser. We saw a lot more. In the trailer, they went with the exploring the story.
Correct.
Format of a trailer, and that is also good, interesting. Even with the action, I really like the moves. It isn't too over the top, but it is also saying that there are all these superpowers in play as well. So
correct.
It kind of establishes that it can go a little over the top, but it makes you feel like, oh, you're expecting it to be a superhero action
correct
sequence, but then at the end of the day, it is going to be a little more close to the ground with
some
segue into the over the topness.
Yeah.
Which is good.
For me, the interesting part about the trailer is how they try to put more light on the backstory or the story over action. There is action, there's those grand visuals, establishment shots. The first sequence, right, where the camera is transitioning. It's a very, I've seen a lot of tutorials. They might have used Unreal Engine to get that shot. But overall, whatever is the method that they've used, brilliant execution, I must say. That shot looks really, really good. The thing is, any first superhero movie, right? You take Iron Man, or you take Spider-Man, or in Indian cinema, Minnal Murli also, first Krish also. It's the establishment. It's the story that will build the world. So we all think that if you have to make a superhero movie, it is all about those big budgets, big action set pieces, like crazy action, too many villains, something. But actually, first part especially, you build it. Like Hanuman also recently, if you take that, for example, the last 20 minutes is where the budget went. But the setup, the establishment is the core. Same thing with Mahavatar Narsimha also. The pattern is same. If you have to establish a franchise or a superhero, it's the backstory, it's the story of the world, the characters that makes it or breaks it. And I liked how they chose more to show the entire world with this trailer, which is really promising. It's not just a regular superhero action film. Yeah, some of it is over the top, but I want over the top.
Yeah, and with the trailer, I couldn't help but notice, or at least think about the parallels between this and the second Wonder Woman film. Because there are glimpses in the trailer where she is, supposedly living a low-key life. And then there is one dialogue with Naslen where Kalyani says that, if you knew how many myths that you talk about are actually real, you would be surprised or something like that. So when you think about all that, it kind of does remind me of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, the second part.
Correct.
Where, she's been underground after the whole first part and then she just comes out at that point.
Correct.
And I was like, some reference could be here. But then again, I'm really interested in seeing how it is Indianized, how it is, how is it relatable to us culturally.
Correct.
The end of the day, it is our Indian film. It is a Malayalam film. So how we saw some glimpses of ancientness of sorts.
Correct.
Some sequences in a cave. We saw an idol without a head. So I'm just really interested in what the story behind this might be.
Exactly.
How it has been built, the drama, like you say.
Correct.
How that has been built, and again, just there for the action, of course.
Yeah, and also I really appreciate Minnal Murli. Again, Minnal Murli friends, stop it. Waiting for Minnal Murli part 2. Really regret not watching it in theater because they didn't. That's a different thing. But yeah, coming back to, I really like how world building was done in that film. It's not just about Tovino's character and how it gets flushed. It's the world building. Even though it is grounded, it has its own scale in its own way. I like all the scale shots more than the combat shots for me. The scale shots really took my attention, starting from the intro shot that I told to the last shot where, like the title reveal shot, right? It is really grand. Scale again, I don't know what is the exact budget of it, but my god, if on big screen, a good experience with this kind of visuals and technicalities, I think this will be the proof to Indians, to the international cinema that Indian cinema is not behind, and we can make it at lesser budgets.
Leaving up, let the Western films be. Just talking about Indian films,
Yeah.
is a big magnanimous budget required for scale? Is one question that from the trailer itself we can talk about. When we watch the film, we will get a clear picture of
Yeah.
whether it was just the best scenes from the film being collaged, or whether it was the most glamorous shots that we saw, or if the film also has just as
More to
much
it.
and more to offer. But that day we can actually have this conversation of is a big budget required to make it look, make the film look
Yeah.
really big scale.
Correct. If you take the example of lot of recent pan-India films that released, which like 250, 300, like massive numbers being flung around, there are some movies which really worked. I will again go back to Bahubali, especially part 1 and part 2 are really impressive because of the conviction. They went all out. It's not really the budget, it's vision and conviction that will make it. Minnal Murli again, what is the budget? Tallumala, what is the budget? It's the conviction to tell it in a different way, give something unique to the audience. And that's how Malayalam cinema's merit also comes, because their budgets are very, very low, but still it's the conviction. I want to tell something new, unique. That's what is important. And again, this trailer also, my skepticism point is definitely there. I don't want it to turn out to be a style over substance thingy. So that skepticism is definitely there. I'm not denying it. But again, with conviction, if style, substance together, I can see lot of scope for this film.
Well, that was our review of the trailer Lokah, Chapter 1, Chandra. Very hyped for the film, anticipating it, but it's not so far away. It's just a few days. We'll be watching the film, which is releasing on August 28, and our review will be up on the channel. Do make sure to check it out. Also, there are a couple of other trailer reviews that we'll be doing today.
Correct.
Stay tuned, check that out as well. Madrasi is going to be out, check that out. With that,
I'm Maruti Acharya,
and I am Sanjay Ponappa.
and you're watching India Today.